Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is about as un-Australian as you can get. This has no place in our country. This is ridiculous. New South Wales MPs and their staffers were forced to go through an insane workplace behaviour training session, in which, get this, they banned the word mate. Like I said, bloody un-Australian. We'll talk about this Sky News article right after this quick ad. If you think today's technology is bad for privacy, virtual reality will be a nightmare. Along with being addictive, virtual reality is perfect for tracking everything a user does, sees, and feels in the virtual world, which will all be used to tailor laser-targeted advertisements towards them. This is why I won't get online without VirtualShield VPN. Otherwise, my private data can be vulnerable to tech companies and hackers. I highly recommend VirtualShield. Obviously, they're a long-time sponsor of the channel, and they are just great. VirtualShield are offering 50% off this month, plus a free 30-day trial for all new customers. Just go to hidewithbear.com or click the link below to start your trial today. Okay, so Sky News says New South Wales government ministers fuming over PC insanity workplace behaviour advice. New South Wales government ministers are furious after being told to avoid using the word mate as part of new workplace behaviour training sessions, which are being labelled PC insanity. Well, yes, it does seem a bit insane. Mate is a term of endearment. Like, what are they supposed to use? Sir? Your honour? Their name, their pronoun, fucking what? Australians have been calling each other mate since the birth of the country. Although you know what is awkward is when you accidentally call a chick mate and they sort of give you this side eye like, do you think I'm a fucking bloke? And so you scuttle away in semi-embarrassment. New South Wales government ministers are calling new advice on how to behave in the workplace PC insanity after they were told to quit using the word mate. The MPs were also advised to avoid banter and gossip, and not to drink alcohol in the office after a series of respect at work training sessions last week. Okay, the word mate, banter, gossip? What the fuck? Being an MP or an MP staffer would have to be the most boring job in the country. You'd have to have something to break up the day, just not to go fucking bonkers. And no alcohol in the office? Get fucked. That, my friends, is also an Australian tradition. End of week beers? Most Australian workers look forward to their end of week beers. It is tradition. And we're to expect the leaders of the land to go without? Jesus Christ. I use the word mate all the time. It's as Australian as you can get. How can it be offensive? One minister told the Daily Telegraph. Well, that's the thing, it's not offensive. It is absolutely acceptable and absolutely common Australian parlance. The real Mark Latham, who by the way used to be the leader of the Labor Party, he did a pretty big 180 a few years ago. He tweets, "G'day mate, how crazy is the Peritet government? Poor Dominic goes to work every day to implement Matt Keane's policy agenda, sitting in the back of his government car muttering to himself, I really am a conservative, eesh." And it gets better, folks. In the name of inclusivity, ministers have also been told to extend an invitation to all of their colleagues if they are headed out for lunch or after work drinks. Imagine that! So you've got to invite all the staff, even the cockhead that no one likes, even the guy that brings shit down and you just don't want him there. It's like that thing they started doing in primary school about a decade ago, where if like a kid was having a birthday party, they had to invite the whole class so certain kids didn't feel left out. If you feel left out, fuck ya! You're doing something wrong. I mean, maybe you're not getting invited because you're the bully. Ever consider that? Or what if you need to talk to someone about something one-on-one? You've suddenly got to have 30 people around the table sharing in the conversation that was meant to be private. Ministers have also been told that giving a senior member of staff a task more suitable for someone junior could be construed as bullying. What if that staff member fucked up? Shouldn't their boss be allowed to say, okay, you're the messenger boy today? Like, they're taking all this power from those in charge in the name of inclusivity. And it is insanity, I agree with these ministers. Some ministers who took part in the training sessions, which was run by an external diversity and inclusion consultant, oh god, what a fucking job, described it as PC insanity. Imagine being a freelance diversity and inclusion consultant. What a fucking cushy job. I mean, all you have to do is nitpick at bullshit and completely reasonable stuff, like calling each other mate and not inviting extra people out for lunch. I mean, you could go all day just scrutinising a workplace's practices. I mean, what's next? Don't look a fellow employee in the eye for more than 5 seconds. It might be considered harassment and bullying. Make sure your car is parked dead centre between the white lines, otherwise it might be considered harassment and bullying. And no cow licks. Cow licks are considered misogyny. I'm in the wrong business. I'm going into the diversity and inclusion consultancy industry. I'll fuck shit up, I'll piss people off, and I will make this world so PC. You can't get out of bed and scratch your fucking ass without offending someone. You watch out, world. The training sessions have been organised by the New South Wales Department of Premier and Cabinet after a review into harassment and bullying by former Sex Discrimination Commissioner Prue Goward. Jesus Christ. That's a name suitable to the title. Sex Discrimination Commissioner Prue Goward. Hi, I'm Prue Goward. Veterans Minister David Elliott said he was not impressed with the office booze ban. Ooh, we got a booze hound over here. Commenting that he keeps a bottle of whiskey in the office to placate his parliamentary colleagues. Yeah, I keep explaining that to my wife. I keep a bottle of whiskey in my studio to placate colleagues. For some reason, she doesn't believe me. It's fucking annoying. And I consider that workplace harassment and bullying. Ministers were told that it's essential that any sexual assault allegations were reported to the department, despite concerns that a victim's name could come to light through parliamentary processes. Well, that's a bit different, isn't it? Sexual assault is not the same thing as not inviting all your colleagues out for lunch, or using the word mate, or having a bottle of whiskey under your desk. I mean, depending on how they define sexual assault. Terms is getting pretty loose these days. It probably is that 5-second look thing I was talking about. Anyway, I just thought this was interesting, so I thought I'd talk about it. Until next time, I've been Bearing. Cheerio.
Recession, session. Give me better times, give me better times. Recession, session.